Hey you Wilhelm Ryans. I will now be ranking the studio albums of American nerdy emo post-hardcore pop prog rockers Coheed and Cambria. Number 11 is Vaxis, Act 2, A Window to the Waking Mind. Recorded during the COVID pandemic, it saw the band experimenting a lot with pop sounds and production. While this isn't overly foreign for the band, it was a bit too much compared to the rest of the material. It very much is a mixed bag, with some great moments but a good amount of filler. Also lyrically the album has some of their biggest stinkers, but the prog rock moments thankfully stand out. Number 10 is Year of the Black Rainbow. After finishing the Armory Wars saga, the band decided to make a sequel to the story. This album is very different to anything they've done due to production of Atticus Ross, but when it comes to material it is rather lacking. There are fantastic musical moments on the album, with this being the only album to feature the drumming genius of Chris Penny, but it just doesn't stand out as much as their other albums, and I come to Coheed for the tunes. Number 9 is Vaxis, Act 1, The Unheavenly Creatures. The band's first start at a new concept series which links to the universe they've already created. They went all out on this one to make something big. But the problem is that it's just too big, too long, with some filler, but most of the material is great and strong. Claudio's vocals on this album are some of his strongest performances. Number 8 is The Afterman, Ascension. The band's first part of their first double album, it was the start of a new story with a more in detail type of concept, with the use of specific artwork and dramatic dialogue throughout. Musically this album is fantastic with some great songs, but it just comes slightly off the mark compared to the follow-up. Number 7 is The Color Before the Sun. The band's only non-concept album, it took Claudio's actual personal side to full force rather than hidden under conceptual symbolism. The album has a straightforward feel to it, highlighting the fantastic songwriting. Very fun, enjoyable and beautiful in places without losing any grit. Number 6 is Vaxis, Act 3, The Father of Make Believe. The band's most recent album, it is very much a full return to form for them, bringing back a good Apollo feeling, having great pop rock songs on the first half, then ending with an epic prog suite. It also has some of their heaviest moments, a full-blown package showing the talents of the band. Number 5 is The Afterman, Descension. The ending to the double album series, it turned up the songwriting abilities and drama of the first part to make a thrilling and heartbreaking conclusion. The concept in it is fantastic, and the music follows it exceptionally well, a very underlooked album by the band. Number 4 is Good Apollo I'm Burning Star 4 Volume 2, No World for Tomorrow. The ending to the Armory Wars saga, it was made under incredibly difficult circumstances, but as always, the trouble only fuels the fire for this band. With the help of session drumming from legend Taylor Hawkins, the album pivoted into a more accessible hard rock style with sprinklings of pop and prog rock. When it comes to bangers, this album is full of them, but still has a lot of fantastic technical ability. Number 3 is The Second Stage Turbine Blade. The band's debut album, it really is a triumph of an introduction to the band, taking the styles of emo, post-hardcore, punk and prog rock. It created a very new style that was modern but showed great musical skill. The production isn't the best, but it does have an incredibly potent charm. This album has classic songs that always have a special place with their fans. Number 2 is In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3. The band's sophomore album, it saw them take what they did on the debut but turn it up to 11, making this their first album where they were untouchable when it comes to ability and passion. Musically it contains some of their most classic songs, that mix pop, prog, emo and punk into a perfect, unique, untouchable masterpiece. Adding lengthier songs and song suites, it creates an incredible epic atmosphere, with incredibly surprising twists and turns. When it comes to the conceptual nature of the album, it's accomplished incredibly well. A landmark album for them that showed off all the tools that they're capable of using. In my opinion, the best Coheed and Cambria album is Good Apollo I'm Burning Star 4, Volume 1 From Fear Through the Eyes of Madness. After perfecting their sound on the previous album, this was turned up even further with a complete rework of their sound, improving their production to where it sounds pristine, adding in progressive metal elements, making the pop songs poppier, the epic songs cinematic and technical moments the most technical they've ever been. It is one of the most perfect crafted albums ever made. Claudio's vocals on it are the best they've ever been, with incredible detail to melody and multi-part harmony. Lyrically it is his strongest, coming from a very dark moment in the story. It mixes the fiction and reality with incredible potency. Material-wise it's their strongest and in my opinion one of the greatest albums ever made of all time. Thanks for watching. Would you run down past the fence? Recommend me another band to do this with, or else I'll infect you with the monster virus.